be here. Not the first time you see a Russian man with a drink. Obviously. It's great. It's my third time in Paris. I keep coming back here for this. I guess it's really fun. I flew Air Baltic, the best airline if you want the cheapest tickets. It's insanely cheap, so much so that they make sure you know how cheap it is every second of your journey. Because you get on the plane, there's no food, people don't smile, there's a 7-hour transit in Riga. And the most interesting thing about the Riga airport is that there's nothing interesting in Riga airport. You look at chairs, they're sad. You sit down in one, you feel the sadness just flowing through you. The main problem that I have with it is that you're only allowed 6 kilos of carry-on and no luggage check-in. My clunky old bag is 6 kilos already, so I've got like 1 kilo that I can bring into France. So I decided to fix this problem with the great solution of wearing one set of clothes for 4 days. And this is why, if you noticed, I'm not moving too much, because I want to avoid sweating in my only clothes. So if anyone, especially you, big man, is kind enough to carry me off the stage when I'm off, it would be great. That was a joke. I'm going to move. It's fun. It's great. Thank you. The applause was just, fame. No, it's great. It's great being back here. I've been traveling a lot in the past year. My mom is really worried because she's a mother, and they're always worried. But she picks on the littlest things because she watches the news, and she always says, "Gleb, where are you going?" And I'm like, "London, Mom." And she's like, "Be careful. I heard there's a really big underground dogfighting ring, and they're just don't bet money on dogs who fight other dogs." Unfortunately, that's exactly what I was gonna do. That's the only reason why people go to London, right? And she always says, like, "Where are you going to Paris? What are you going to Paris for? I heard there's a lot of crime there. The statistics, just the news. They say, like, do you know where we live?" Russia is not the safest country of all, Mom. But she's supposed to be worried. She's a mother, and France is great. I love being here. The only concern that I have is that people dress too nice. Everyone is looking better than me, and that's really a problem with competition with me and my woman, because we came here together. Everyone, including homeless people, is dressed better than me. I got off the plane, I see a guy just laying down in front of Monoprix or whatever, wearing the best shoes I've seen. I'm like, "Where'd you get them from?" He's like, "A dumpster." I'm like, which one? Just point me in the general direction of the dumpsters that contain these kind of shoes, man. The color matching is great. And even children in France dress better than me. Even children are walking around with designer clothing. Why? Why would you do that to children? They're children. They don't give a shit. Really. It's not like, you know, they're like 3 years old. You dress them up in, like, I don't know, what are the brands? That's when I fucking fucked up. They're just dress them up as potatoes, is what I'm saying. They're gonna be happy. You got an older one, dress them up as a potato too. There's a potato family. Suddenly you're gonna go to kindergarten and someone's gonna go, "Hey, psst, Bobby, you see Billy's pants today? Fashion crime, man. Fashion crime." It's not like your parents gonna give you shit. Like, look, I don't want to be cramping any parenting style or anything, but Bobby's color matching is just atrocious. It's awful. You gotta get him some new shorts. And some shoes to go with it. It's insane, but we're the same. And back in Russia, they do the same thing. But France, I was going to say... That's exactly what I was going to say. French language is the main struggle of this year for me, because in January, I decided to take on the beautiful task of learning your language. And it's been a torture ever since I made that decision. Because it's so hard to pronounce things. It's insane. I'm from Russia, where this is like blah, and that's it. Very simple, straightforward, right? And I learned it by an audiobook, which is the worst idea ever, because you're always right. I go, like, the thing goes, says something in English and goes, "Écoutez, répétez, Great, right? Bonjour et bienvenue à Paris. And I'm Russian, so I go, bonjour and bienvenue à Paris. And the thing goes, good job. It's fantastic. Yes! But the thing is, it's set up in an interesting scenario. There's Mr. Smith in the tape. There's Mr. Smith who goes to Paris. He's got a business trip, and he doesn't speak a word of French. So in this journey you take with him, you both learn French. But the greatest thing is that there are some moments in that tape when I feel like it's for me. There's one thing when the reception from his hotel, they call him, and he didn't hear what they said, so he calls him back, and they're like, la réception, bonjour, or whatever they say, la réception, and he just goes, oh, fuck it. And just puts the phone down, like, that's me. That is me. Just could not be bothered. Goodbye. Au revoir. That's it. And basically, yeah, I've been traveling a lot, and as you know, there are sanctions that were imposed on the Russian land. We're not allowed some certain products. That's why everybody knows that in Europe. So I went to Rome, and I went to a store to get some gum, a pack of gum, and the store owner's like, where are you from? I'm like, Russia. He's like, let me show you where the cheeses are. Just takes my hand, takes me out back. He's like, we got cheeses, we got the salami, pastrami. I'm like, motherfucker, I know what cheese looks like. Right? I know it, but people are aware of it. And when I was 16, that's what I was gonna say. People are probably like, he's Russian, but he doesn't sound Russian. He's supposed to be here like, vodka, vodka. Ha ha ha. Well, you're not love. Love, please. No, but when I was 16, I went to study in Australia, and that was fun. I started learning English when I was about 7, and I had some problems because just like French, some things are not pronounced the way they're spelled, and some things are not spelled the way they're pronounced. Like the word yacht. That's my... Oh, I hated that word. You know how it's spelled? Let's have an English lesson. All right, let's spell it all together. Y-A-C-H-T. Bad, bad, bad. It's a yacht, all right? It's not a yacht, it's a yacht. And I was like, look, you shouldn't worry about that. You're not going to need that word. Or if you know what yacht is, right? It's a boat for rich people. So, and then I was like, even if you do need that word, it's not like you're going to go to a yacht shop, and lay all your billion euros, or how much does it cost, on the table and go like, give me the biggest yacht you got. It's like the store owner is gonna go, it's actually a yacht. Forget it. I'm gonna take my money to another yacht shop, bitch. And so I tried to get rid of the accent really hard because no one wants to talk to a person who sounds like this. And it was very intimidating, right? I know everyone's just clutching onto their purses when I talk like this. Does he have a gun? Yes. No. The answer is no. But I tried to get rid of the accent because it's just easier to communicate with people in the world. They feel safer when you... No one's scared of an American. No one's afraid. I'm sorry. But they're not. And I tried to get rid of the accent. And I tried to learn the American accent because I didn't know there was such thing as an Australian accent, because there is none. It's not a language. It's a made-up thing in Australia. You don't speak it there. I went there. I got on the bus the first day in Australia. I want to shine. I've been studying English for like 5 years. I want to show the bus driver. I want to show the bus driver my skills. I get the money out. I'm like, sir, can I have a bus ticket? One trip, please. And he just goes, all right, mine is in the bag, is about just gibberish. I'm like, wrong country. It's not the place, And sometimes I bring back my Russian accent, as you heard, because I like to intimidate people. It works really well. I was at Dubai airport having a transit flight to Oz, and there was a big dude, 2-meter tall guy, just really huge. I would never, ever be able to even say anything to him, but he was giving me shit. It was in 2010, during all the political turmoil, when people were unhappy with the government. Now, no more. Love, pride, Putin. And basically I was there, and he was looking at my passport. He's like, you're a Russian man. are you going to protest? What do you do? What do you think about people? And I'm like, I really don't want to talk to you right now. I really don't. So I just leaned in, grabbed my passport, and said, sometimes it's better not to talk about those kind of things. Because you never know who might be listening. He was so scared. You're not supposed to, by the way, never do that. It's an airport official. You can get in trouble like this. But I was back in Russia for a while, and there's a lot of things that I get adjusted to, and the police is one of the things. Just the authority is very, after Australia, when people just do whatever they want all the time. Now I'm in Russia where everything has to be approved, and my friend got caught with marijuana. She got caught, and she had to pay a $3,000 fine, like approximately $3,000. And not a fine, it's a bribe, really. It's not a fine. You cannot just be like, oh, I killed a man, here's 5,000, is that enough? No, she bribed a policeman. And then she was crying, she called me up and she's crying, threatening me with prison time. And it was just, I'm like, look, just chill out. What if they didn't, ask you for money? What if they ask you for something else to let you go? And she's like quiet. And I'm like a blowjob. And she just instantly just like, Gleb, I would never do that. It's fucked. Would you? And I'm like, yeah. Look at me. If I don't give that blowjob, imagine how many blowjobs I'm going to give in prison. Look at me. And I had some problems with cops as well. And I was walking home one night after stand-up. It's like 1 a.m., really late. There are cops, I know this lesson. There are cops cruising by on the sidewalk, not on the road. The road is where they're supposed to be, but this is Russia, so cops can do anything. They're on the road just looking at me. And I don't know what to do. So should I speed up? Should I slow down? They're going to think I'm high. Shit. And basically, they just go, at some point, they go, stop. And I stop, and they get out of the car. They're like, can we search your backpack? And I don't know the Russian laws, so I'm like, yeah, sure. And then, because what if they say, Petrov, shoot him? Just, that's the punishment. What if? And so I'm like, they're looking for my backpack, and I'm like, what is this about, officer? What is this for? What is happening here? I'm just a normal man. Do I look suspicious? He's like, it's Operation Needle. I'm like, good, very good. What is it about? Mind telling me? He's like, it's a mission to keep the kids off the streets and off the drugs. I'm like, good, very good. I'm all for that. Do I look like a drug dealer, motherfucker? He's like, no, but you look like a child looking for drugs. Hey, you guys been awesome. I'll see you next time, hopefully. Thanks for having me. Thank you, guys.